You're listening to the Gettin' Salty Experience podcast.
That's right, bitches. The Gettin' Salty Experience podcast, just like Petey said it. Welcome back, fellas, with 1084 at the box. Or your old lady's box, or whatever box you want to be at. I don't care. Another episode of the Gettin' Salty Experience podcast. It's the only one that brings the Firehouse kitchen table right to you. Leatherhead Nation. As always, I got my best buddy, Paisan, Roofy Roofs. Oh, he doesn't have the little guinea pig cap on tonight.
No.
Nice.
I got my Roofy. I got my barbell club, FDNY Barbell Club. Thank you, Sam.
Nice.
Sending me a couple of shirts.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah,
I got
beautiful.
your shirt too, but it's over here.
All right. All right. Put it in the
It's
mail.
over here now.
It's over here.
And we got producer Pete. Not yet.
Shalom.
I'm not saying shalom to him anymore. I'm not doing it.
Pretty soon.
I'm Jewish. I thought he was Jewish the whole time.
It'll be Dix Hills Pete. Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
That'll be
Jewish.
me.
And I'll say
Stepping,
shalom.
stepping up in the world, boys.
When he goes
Stepping
to
up in the world.
I want to get your mother and father-in-law on there, bro. I want to get
Oh my God.
Peter,
Holy shit.
you're doing your
How
program
much
again?
cursing are they doing, Peter? They curse too much.
What's happening on your television program in the basement?
What's going on in the basement?
Oh my word.
So Louis got more snow up there.
I
Excellent.
do. By the way, our guest mutualed out tonight. So
He's out. We're just gonna sit here and talk. Hope you guys don't mind. We're just gonna shoot the shit a little bit.
He'll be here. He's
Sure,
actually
like-
here, guys. He's here.
No,
We're
he's-
just
He's
bringing
here.
him in.
We're trying
We're
something
bringing him
new.
in.
We're trying something new. We're bringing him in.
we don't want the
All
guy
right,
sitting
well,
here
anyway,
listening to our shit.
Pete, why don't you give us a little, shameless plug? Hit us up with the
Of
shameless plug.
course, so you guys know this already, but if you don't, if you're listening to this first time, head on over to www.gettinsaltyapparel.com, where you guys will find the finest firefighter apparel and accessories, from everything from t-shirts to hoodies to hats to koozie coolers and cigar cutters and lighters and all that kind of fun stuff. If you like firefighter apparel and accessories, head on over to gettinsaltyapparel.com and support the show.
Don't cramp up. Don't cramp.
up. Take some money out of your pocket. All right, let's introduce our guest. He might be one of the first sock haters we have out on the show, I believe. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Not a
of
big fan. No.
Big fan. But we're a fan of his. We're a fan of his. Ladies and gentlemen, around a very warm welcome, a very warm Leatherhead Nation welcome to Bobby Gabrielli. Beautiful. Come on in, Bob. There he is.
The Gabanooch, I like to call him.
Gabanooch?
The Gabanooch.
What was I calling him in the pre-show, Bobby? What did I call him again?
Dominic.
Oh,
I was calling him
Dominic.
Dominic last week. I had
Oh,
too much to drink, I think. I don't know what the hell. His son's name is
is that
Dominic.
what it is?
Welcome to the show, Gabby.
Welcome to the
Hello.
show, Gabby. A lot of 120 South Jamaica. The Ghetto.
Never heard of it.
Nope. Where is that? Staten Island?
No, one of the Queen's Cliffs,
No. All right, Pete, before we even get rolling, why don't you give us a little word of the day, fella?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have a word of the day every show, and tonight's word of the day is squad nod.
Squad nod, bro. Nice.
Yeah, why don't you, before we get started, why don't you give us a little bit of a scenario of how the squad nod worked? How did that work? Pete, you don't have to hit it every time because we're going to talk about it for like 6 seconds right now.
Right
very
on.
hard. 6 seconds. You giving me 6 seconds?
No, I'm only kidding.
I got to Princess Street in '99. Just cut the ribbon at 270. 133 just opened up. Of course, they had their handpicked guys to go to 270. And of course, I'll admit was friends with a couple of them. Nice guys from ladder 108. And walk into Princess Street. Nobody's happy. Cutting into their boxes. 133.
I see where this is going. You can't talk to him.
270. Oh, we going out, of course, kind of busy doing, whatever. I give a wave. First tour. Seeing you guys look at me. What? Did you just fucking wave to those fucking pricks? I said, yeah. Can't have this. Holy shit. This is trouble. Get back to the firehouse. Go upstairs. Did you just fucking wave to them? I said, yeah, I did.
So now
Couple of tours go by. They had to
Just
think
doing-
about it. Proved myself a couple of times in a couple of things. So I got a little respect. Back upstairs again. You friends with a couple of those guys over there? I said, yeah, I'll admit it. All right, we'll cut you some slack. Okay, don't fucking wave to them. Don't wave to them. Okay, what do I got to do? That's it. It's the squad knot.
Hey, get one of these. Oh, salute.
Squad knot.
Gabby, show me the squad now. How'd it work, bro?
Don't even put your head up. You had to put your head down.
Oh, it's down.
down.
Oh, I got you. All right,
Really
so we know where it came
Of
from.
course.
I thought it might have been like one of the double like
course.
this.
I get home. Ray Sealy, Fat Daddy. What the fuck was that? I said, I can't wait for you guys. Here's my fucking punishment for being friends with Ray now. It starts now. What I got to go through. Can't wait for you. No. I can't wait for you pricks. That's the squad now.
You're better off anyway. You're better off giving him the nod anyway.
Come on, 4 years later, I'm giving Ray an attitude. He's looking at me like, what the hell's going on here? So, and then
Hold on. Let's not. I don't want to get too far ahead. Let's not get too far ahead. We just wanted to get the idea of the nod.
That's it.
Yep.
That's what it was about. Can't wait for them no more. They cut me slack and tell us 270. Guess what? I was allowed to give him a nod.
All
Okay,
right.
so give me
All right,
that. Yeah.
You got nod approval.
I had approval. Otherwise, I wasn't even able to talk to them. Yeah.
No.
So
Yeah.
I had some clout in 126 already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. And that's
All
what
right,
happened.
so back in '77, you start buffing out with your uncle in 227. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
You lived in Oakland Park. He was in 227. He was an officer or a fireman there?
Firefighter.
Firefighter 227. Give us some of the lay of the land there. Who was there when you were there?
Oh, legends. Jerry Dabrowski, former captain of 175 truck. Jerry Quinn, retired 5-1 battalion chief. Kevin McCabe, the Iavinos. Eddie Higgins was there, who later on, I'll get into his sons later
Is
on.
Eddie Curley there? Eddie Curley was there then?
Ed Curley was there. And then I met Ed Curley later on in my career. I'll tell you where I had met Ed Curley when he went to rescue. But Ed Curley was there. Iavinos were there. A lot of legends were there. A lot of stuff on our job started in 227. And my uncle, and I was with my uncle Marino Gabrielli, who was there. So
They let guineas on the job back then, bro.
yeah.
It was all Irishmen. What the hell was that?
They let some of the guineas at the bottom of the list. You know.
Did you have a neck? Did you have a neck back then or no?
I had a neck. I was little.
I told you I was going to squeeze that in somewhere.
That's all right.
Oh shit, that's so funny. We were hitting him with that on the pre-show.
That's where it all started.
How old were you when you were doing that?
Probably about 11, 12 years old. Yeah.
And you knew right away that's what you were thinking, that's what you wanted to do, or no?
There was things going on in my life. My father owned a business, restaurant business, deli, whatever, was a business owner. I had PD in my family, later on in my life, throwing PD at me. Big top brass in the police department. But guess what? You know how the fire department starts and how a fireman wants to be a fireman. So I guess that's, when you're 11 years old, your eyes are all like this. So your eyes decide what they want to do, And like I said, I don't have to explain 227.
Yeah,
you either want to be a fireman or you don't,
Yep.
And I got to visualize fire go out very quickly over there,
So did you get your love there? Is that where you got the love for the job? Buffing
That's
out.
why I had the love to the job. The old saying, like Merrick Boulevard has, poof, you see it, now you don't. The fire's out. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And you're 11 years old. Like, how did this happen?
So your father had a deli in Manhattan too?
Manhattan, yes.
You worked there?
I worked there, yes.
What'd you do?
That's what.
You slice a piece, eat a piece, slice a piece,
I
eat a piece.
What are you doing? A little corned beef? What are you doing?
I want to hear the old saying, when you work in a deli, you take the meat to the back. No, I didn't take the meat to the back.
No, you didn't.
Tenderizing? What were you, tenderizing the meat back there?
I did it whatever I had to do. That's why I learned hard labor. All right,
Gary.
Gary.
But I didn't take the meat to the back. All right.
You didn't?
No.
All right. But you ate a couple of slices.
I ate a
Here
couple
and
of
there.
slices. Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
I
right.
did.
He's not opposed.
He's not opposed to eating a few. So at the time, so you slice of meat and you buff it out in 227. That was your life in 77 to 83.
And school and this and that.
Thomas Edison? You went to Thomas Edison High School?
Yeah, I graduated from Edison in 84. Yeah.
That's a rough school, man. Thomas Edison.
It was. There was a test for that school. There was a test for a bunch of schools. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I passed a lot of tests, but I was accepted to a bunch of schools and I chose Edison High School. It was an entrance exam, like the fire department. Yeah.
All right, look at that. Who knew? So 85 to 91, you become a tow truck chase driver? The hell
Chase
was that?
truck. What happens
You
when we
just
respond?
chasing accidents?
Correct. Auto accidents. Listening to scanners, radios.
I never really liked those guys. I got to be honest.
A lot of guys didn't like those guys. PD didn't like. PD didn't like those guys. The fire department didn't like them. But I don't know. I worked my way through that without nobody hating me too. I don't know how.
Those guys are just hustling, right? I mean, in the end, they're just trying to
it's all
hook
money
the car
involved.
up and get out of it, right?
Correct. It's all money involved. Yeah. You bring him.
Now there's rules, I think. There's certain guys.
I was going to say, now they bid the jobs.
Yeah, something like that.
There was rules back then too, but nobody followed them.
Nobody followed the rules.
The old, I didn't follow the rule trick.
Oh, the old rule breaker over here. We got us a rule breaker.
Right. Pretty much.
Milner said tow truck drivers make the best chauffeurs.
No, yes, they do.
Probably
yes,
do.
Who wants to be first too? Yeah.
That's
you got to
it.
be first too. Yeah.
Who's getting the car first, right? Exactly.
That's it.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
That's pretty funny.
Like chasing fire. Same thing. Yeah.
So this is where it all happened. I think this was the pivotal point in your life, is what I'm going to say. 1992, you moved to Hicksville and joined the Volleys and enter into your life one big fattiest of daddiest.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yes? Is that true?
Fat Daddy Ray.
Absolutely true.
Really?
Did he look like Shaggy back then?
You were never the same. No? Oh, no. He was Fat Daddy by then.
He was fat already? With a
No,
PH.
he wasn't
What year is that? 92? Yeah, come on. 92.
Yeah.
In the 70s, you look like Shaggy.
Oh, forget it. Yeah.
Hey, Pete, you're muted, Pete. You muted yourself.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
Why did you even tell him that? Why would you even tell him that?
Thanks. Ray Seeley's in the chat right now. Hey, Ray, if you could send us the picture of you looking like Shaggy, send it to me on my messenger.
Save that.
And I will. I have a song for Seeley now, actually.
We do?
I do. I have one that I'm concocting.
He said cock.
Concocting.
Oh,
I'm concocting.
Well, who was in Hicksville then? Besides Fat Daddy? Who was over there that was on the FDNY?
Terry Farrell just left, went to Dix Hills. Legend.
Dix Hills? We know a guy going off to Dix Hills.
Richie Schmidt was in 150.
Oi! I'll be there for the next.
That's the only button you know. He's not even.
He hits that one. He hits that one when he's got to hit it. The other ones, he's like this.
But he hits it like 16 times an episode. Yeah. I'm going to go over and I'm going to smash the keyboard.
No,
that is wrong.
And he did the wrong thing.
The wrong thing. See, that was funny, Pete. You learn it a little bit. It's all right. You get there.
Oh my God.
George Howard was there from Port Authority Police Department. God bless him. Legends. Jerry Dabrowski, believe it or not, was in Hicksville at one time. Jerry, Captain 175 truck, who moved out here he's out in Rakakama. Jackie Huddle was back in the day when the tin house shut down. Jackie was in my company. That's the company I joined. I got experience with Jackie Huddle. Oh, forget it. True blue engine guy. So, Pete Teller from 16 truck, Richie Schmidt from Rescue 4, who was originally from 154 truck.
154. He was a volley. I didn't know that.
Unbelievable. Very
one of the most naturally.
Yeah, he's a strong dude, man. He's a good fireman.
Yeah.
Brian Smith, who went to SOC, was a captain in Squad 18.
Oh, he was there too, huh? He was a volley.
No,
all these volleys just sneaking around here.
It's the who's who.
There you go. Man. He was in Ray's company. Brian was in Ray's company. You know.
Oh shit.
And I can keep going on and on.
So that's how you decided to take the fire department test, I'm assuming.
No, I already took the test.
Oh, you had already taken it.
The test was already taken.
Wait a minute. You told me you moved there in 92 and you took the test in 93.
It was around the same time. I took the test.
The facts, man. Just the facts.
The facts. Oh, here we go.
Just the facts, ma'am.
You can be precise. I already established. Then I decided I wanted to play in somebody's sandbox out there, and that's when I moved to Hicksville, and I go.
Patty Lee said, Richie was a volley. Wait till I see him. I'm telling you, he was keeping that on the down low. I didn't know he was a volley.
Who am I throwing? I'm throwing Richie under the bus. Come on.
Oh, we're going to get him.
He gets those big meat hands on you. You're dead.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't say anything. I'm not going to say anything else.
He's unbelievable.
Get them claws on you.
Oh, he's unbelievable. One of the strongest men on the job. Yes.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
That was a guy who went from sock hater to sock lover. Wasn't he? He was a little bit anti-sock in the beginning.
Well, he was in 154. I remember, may he rest in peace, Terry Farrell. They were good friends. And I know Ronnie from 154 went to Rescue 4. And then I don't know what happened. I don't ask Richie his business, but it took him a while. And then finally he went to Rescue 4.
Patty said, I'll do it from a distance.
Yeah. You know.
That's so funny.
But it was good guys. Shit. You know.
No, it's a good set of guys there you learned from getting in there, you know?
I was blessed in my life, like I said. You know, it's like I said, I will go that later on and tell guys it's who you're surrounded by, and that's who makes who you are.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. We say it all the time.
Not just yourself. Yes. You know,
that's what you got from Ray. You lost your neck from Fat Daddy.
I lost a lot of things. I lost a lot of things from Ray. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
Most people go to therapists because when they deal with Ray,
yeah.
He is sharp. He'll cut you back. You know, he's a little more around now. You know, he doesn't cut you so bad. He's kind of like a butter knife. But back in the day, he was pretty sharp.
Yes,
good tongue.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to get Alzheimer's. He repeats the same lines. Like either that or you're just hanging out with him too much and you hear the same lines.
The guys were you knew exactly what line at roll call was coming out every time. It was the same lines, but funny, but just the same.
Dude, I don't know how me and him hooked up. We went to every school. We went to Alabama together. We had oh my God.
Did you see his junk? Did you check him out? Fat Daddy?
I didn't see his junk.
In Alabama, but it was there. I could have probably.
He did jump on my back a few times, but he wasn't naked. No.
Really?
Yeah. He tries to test you during search.
You were able to walk after that?
I was able to walk. Yeah.
Really?
He wants to see how you can escape with Fat Daddy hanging off your back. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
It's PH.
Fat Daddy with PH. Yeah, man. I got one Richie Schmidt story. Did I tell you my Richie Schmidt story? Am I repeating myself now?
Which one?
He never said a word to me ever. And my brother, the Rug, worked with him. Him and the Rug were friends, very friendly in the firehouse.
I remember this. Yeah.
But on the job, we go to jobs. He wouldn't even say hello to me. Nothing. Wouldn't even look at me. So the Rug has a heart attack, and he's on light duty. So we're at a job. I'm pulling ceilings. Richie Schmidt's still in 154, I think, and he's pulling ceilings. He stops. He goes, "How's your brother doing?" I'm like, "He's good. He's home from the hospital. He's doing really good. Thanks." He goes, "All right. You go fuck yourself."
Did he say that?
All right.
Shit.
Oh God.
He wasn't a big fan. Maybe he wasn't a big fan of yours.
No.
It could happen. I don't see it, but it could happen.
No, I don't understand how it happened. Me and Gabby already hit it off.
Don't get offended. Richie didn't talk to me much either.
No?
No,
I like Richie. He's a good guy.
Was that
We're
job?
friends on Facebook.
Oh, he's great, man. Great. Unbelievable. Yeah. He's the FDNY. That's Richie. Yeah. Richie's a good man.
With hands like baseball mitts.
Oh, forget it.
Yep. All right, so you take the test in 93 and you get on in 98. Oh, you got caught up probably with the whole 5-point shenanigans bullshit.
Oh, the whole whatever. No, I had the 5 points. It was what happened was it was protested some of the questions. They had 2 answers and blah, blah, blah. Oh, shame on me. Some guys got better from it. They gave certain questions half points. I didn't get 100 on the test. I got a 99.5. Whatever the question that it was, guess what? There was 2 choices. So now you're getting half a point. And I got 100. There was 26,000 guys. 26,000 guys trying to take the test. They needed 4,000 firemen. I ended up being 3,023 on the list. I got 100 on the physical, and my I think my written test was a 99.5. I said whatever. So you know where that leaves you. Yeah,
Yeah, man. It leaves you getting on the job in '98 in the academy.
Everybody says, "Oh, you're 3,023." I said, "Yeah, I'm almost 900 something from the bottom of the list." If you really want to look at it that way, but guess what? And then there was a time where guys were dying at the test. They passed out at the top of the stairs. I said, "Holy shit! All these gym rats are passing out." I got, holy cow! I wasn't a gym rat. I was a hockey player. Holy shit! How did I pass? Whatever.
You're a hockey player. That's why.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
unlike this fine fellow right here.
Oh,
See, this was not a hockey. Zoinks!
I still
That's
can't
not
get
a
over
hockey
that
player
thing.
right there.
I can't get
My
over.
word.
Fat Daddy Ray. That's beautiful. Look at that guy.
oh my God!
I got him.
Gabby, did you even recognize him?
No, not that.
You didn't recognize it, right? It's Fat
I
Daddy
don't
Ray
go back-
right there.
I don't get back that far. Forget about it. No. No.
Well, there he is.
There's a guy
Wow.
you gave the squad nod to, that guy, bro.
Wow.
Oh, hey!
I like the squad nod word.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, so let's get that.
Let's get to the academy.
Yeah.
Man. This is the academy first. Who are you in there with in the academy?
What was I in there with? There was the
Yeah,
first class of 300. They're going to decide to put 300 guys in the class, separate it for 2 hours apiece, rotate it 2 hours apart. Holy shit, we were like a bunch of cattle. And who was in there? The Higgins. Now we go Eddie Higgins' sons. Joey Higgins is a DI. Bobby Higgins is a DI. Mikey Higgins, after he got hurt the second time. Mikey's in there. We got all the Higgins boys who I was blessed with them. They're trying to pump out firefighters. Holy shit. And that was it. Callan was the chief. A lot of heavy hitters. Kevin Baylor from Sealy's house, 216, 108. Guys from Bronx. Couple of guys, newbies. Liam Flaherty. That's when the fun started. Liam left the Bronx. You're the junior man at 44 at Rescue 4. You got to go to the Rock and go teach. And Ed Curley, who's in Rescue. And Ed Curley's got to go and teach. Okay. Curley was, I don't know. I kept.
What were they teaching? Like firefighter removal or something? Or they were just down there to teach? Everything?
I think Liam Flaherty was on the rope team. And Ed Curley was on the rope team. I remember going out the window and repelling. It was all Ed Curley, Liam Flaherty, Tally Ho, one of the salty guys, senior guys from 114 truck, was there. Davey Johnson, who had 20-something years on the job. Unbelievable guy.
Was he the manager of the Mets?
What? No, not Davey Johnson.
So I was going to say, I don't want to, cut to the chase, Coos, but I was going to say, so you get out of Proby school, obviously, right?
Wait, before he gets out of Proby school, I got one question. What day is it? What day is it? Like into Proby school, they start teaching you to hate sock, like those guys.
No. What time?
Come on.
It started with Rescue 4. Okay. I'm rappelling off the roof like there's no tomorrow. It's an amusement park to me. I'm getting paid to jump off the roof like an amusement park. One of the guys ties a knot the wrong way. Liam's in my face. All right, Gabrielle. I stopped the guy. All right, Gabrielli. That's why I got my nickname, Gabrielli. He stirred so much shit up. We went back and forth. I said, "What's the matter?" I said, I can't go off. He tied the knot the wrong way. Well, who's going to come and save you? You know what he wants me to say. Rescue. Lincoln Quape, who I made friends with later on in my career. He's in Rescue 2. May he rest in peace. Great guy. Comes over to parapet. Who's going to come and save you? I don't know. Another shop truck company. Wrong answer. Oh, okay. I got a cop in my squad that's whatever telling me ESU. Yeah, that's all I got to tell him is ESU's coming. What do I do? I said, I don't know. Squad's coming. That's all I had to do was say squad up on the roof in front of Liam. That was it. We were all doing push-ups.
I was going to say, I wouldn't say anything if I was you.
I
would have said, yes, sir. That's it. Yes, sir.
No,
Whatever you say, sir.
Well, I'm getting to that too because I was already prompted by Terry Farrell, who's in Rescue 4, and I'm getting phone calls. Okay, Gabby's at the Rock. They want to break Liam Flaherty's balls.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So here's where my is. I says, okay, Liam didn't want to be there. He's a carpenter. He has talent, whatever. He don't want to be there. He's a junior guy. Put stuff on the board in Rescue 4. I'll give up a summer vacation at $2,500. I don't want to be. So, okay, I'm getting phone calls. Please say this to him. So now I'm repeating stuff that's on his board in his firehouse. And that's it. Where are you hearing this from? There's a Proby in an academy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
Back at him.
As a Proby?
Well, guess what? I understand that, but it's Terry Farrell. It's whatever. Oh, now the shit starts. You know where it starts. You know, we became. That's where the ball breaking starts. Holy shit! But I, like you said, I had to be out of my mind to even do that in Proby school.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
No, but I did.
I didn't even know. I didn't even say 2 words when I was in. I don't say 2 words too much now. Proby school, I wouldn't say shit.
Yeah. Trust me. And it went back.
Who said that that guineas don't talk with their hands? I don't know who said that. Bro,
I can't even see his face. I couldn't even.
I thought he was doing some martial arts. Like, what?
Tai Chi.
Wax on, wax off.
He's got the red towel. I don't know what he's doing with that red towel over there. It's going flipping back and forth,
right.
too.
You got to remember, I wasn't young when I got into Fire Academy. I was in my late 20s. I was in my early 20s.
Can I ask him the question now, Coops?
Yeah, go. Yeah, I know it's coming.
So how did you get over to 126 truck? I've never done this before. At a Proby school.
I don't know.
How did that happen?
That's what I called them. I call Bobby Gabrielli.
We have a specific Proby picture, though. From you.
Throw it out there.
Yes, we do. Because I don't know if you remember this one, because there's got to be a story behind this one. What is this?
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I got invited to a wedding, a Middle Eastern wedding, an Indian wedding in South Ozone Park. I don't know. Supposedly they wanted a fireman at the wedding. They rented out a city lot, they put up a tent, and it was an Indian wedding, and I had to get dressed up and go to an Indian wedding. So I had to comply. That's what I had to do for the community. So I went.
And that was in 120. That was in 126.
Correct. Yeah.
So how did we get to?
Are you really in that outfit, or do they Photoshop that?
It does look photoshopped.
No. I'm really in that outfit.
It does look photoshopped.
No, it's not photoshopped. It's not photoshopped. This is in front of the. This is in front of the store where we got the garments from. Yes. Yeah. On Liberty Avenue.
All right, I'll take it down just to spare you. But that's what we heard. That's what we talked about as you as a Proby coming into 126.
Yes.
Good.
You had whatever you had to do. Yes.
Huh. So how did you get to 126?
I still don't know.
Oh, come. Is that what you're going with? Is that your final answer? I'm
going with that. I still don't know. I don't know who the culprit is. I had guys ask me years later, how did you get there? They want
you got a shenanigans flag over there that we could throw on this one?
I'm throwing
throw the shenanigans flag on that
flag
one.
right here,
bro. Here it is. Hold it is. Here it is. Throw the flag.
I don't know.
I don't know. I got the 126.
I
don't know. And he did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
So all right. So you get to 126. You walk in the door. Every guy must go
on his own merit, allegedly.
Right. Everybody goes, how the hell did you get here, kid? Right. I mean,
well, I got asked that at the academy. I already got abused at the academy because somebody else was slated to go there, and they got blocked. And there was two instructors from my company that would teach 3 instructors teaching at the Rock when I was there, who was breaking my balls for the 13 weeks I was there because they picked up on I knew something about firefighting, and whatever. So when I got my assignment, one of the senior guys from 126 came up to me and says, "How did you get there?" So that's how my career started. I said, "Okay." I guess you know.
Who was the captain there?
Who was the captain when I went there? Jack Kleehouse was the captain prior to me coming there. Jack Kleehouse.
Future guest Jack Kleehouse, who is currently in the chat. Mr. Chief Kleehouse,
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
What did he say to you when you first saw you?
He didn't say anything to me. He was on his way out the door, and I regret never experiencing him being my captain. I first got there. He was on his way to the 4th Battalion. He was getting promoted to chief. He handed me the 3 pages of the Proby rules and ordered me to go make copies of this because these are the last copies of the Proby rules. I says, "Okay, Cap, thank you." And I never seen the man again. But like I seen him, at parties and whatever.
Right.
And that was it.
Who were the bosses there? Who were the lieutenants there?
Oh, Bobby Greiser, Schneider Island,
The legend.
Kevin Duffy, the legend. The legend just got there when I got there. Corbin, Paulie Wachner, 123, St. John's. Bobby Greiser, unbelievable. Was the guy Mike Brady that showed up after Kleehouse temporarily. Ronnie Caratu was there for a while.
Love that guy. Love that guy.
Yes. I never experienced working with him either. Jesus, in the end.
Was Borgia there? Tony Borgia.
Tony Borgia got there the same time I did from 217, yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He wasn't I came on with Tony. He was at 217 at first.
Correct. He was on decal, yes.
Right.
Who else was there?
A lot of guineas over there, huh?
A lot of guineas. I'm trying to think who the engine bosses were.
How long did it take you to catch your first job?
Lieutenant Mike Hart was there when I was there from Watkins Street. Unbelievable. I had, like you said, 15th Division, 13th Division, back and forth. I don't have to tell you the scenario. Unbelievable. Gary Valia.
How long did it take you to catch your first job? Or
and not long. It was a couple of days. When I got there, the truck was doing. What happens is it was a rotation. It was an A truck. We were doing probably, I'm going to be generous, 5,500 runs a year. That was a truck company. This was before 133. 133 was
right.
Of course, what happened after that. But it was about 55 to 5,800 runs a year. Was a ladder company. 303 and 298, forget about it. I don't even want to, 298 was up on the over the top with the EMS, everything. You worked on Hillside Avenue, forget about it. You paid for your fire duty.
So 270 was a squad at that point when you got there?
They just turned into a squad. Yes. Ray Seeley, a lot of 108 guys. Tommy Bone,
right?
Yes. And,
great guy, man.
Big
loss.
Guys got options to stay there. Guys got one, and we had an officer from that place, Lieutenant John Seville, who ended up being Johnny Seville. We had a lot of Lincoln and Linda guys by us. It was a pleasure.
That's right. He was a 107. That's right. He was a 107 guy. I mean, I seen him. He was in 332 when I was in 290, 103, and then he went to the truck.
Correct.
But he's one of my favorite guys. I like that guy so much.
Unbelievable. John Seville probably pushing 40 years on the job right now.
I keep seeing him on the Facebook. I'm waiting for him to retire so I can get him on here because he's a great guy, man.
Unbelievable.
Carbone was there?
Mikey Carbone got there later on after I was already there for a while. Mikey Carbone came over. Forget about it. Another one over the top. 303 was putting fires out. Forget about it. When he got there, to another level. 303 was putting building fires out they shouldn't have been putting out. And with Carbone there. Okay. Didn't care. That's it. There was fire.
Go ahead. No, I don't want to see you. You're all over the place. You're swimming. I don't know what you're
He was putting Carbone was putting fire out. Matter of fact, I made a comment to a chief. There was a problem. I said, listen, Oh my God. I said, listen, you can take the guy out of 290. You can't take the 290 out of the fucking officer. It's not happening. Okay. And
Nah,
he
he's
just laughed.
He's another guy.
Outstanding.
When you got there, was 133 already there, or they just
they cut the ribbon in 133 also. So I was like, I'm a Proby, like, okay, nobody's happy. Holy shit. I'm getting traumatized. If I even trip out the front door or screw up, they're taking it out on me.
How much work did 133 really take from them? Take a lot of work from them?
The first 9-10 months, believe you me, the box is almost not like Staten Island, but it's not like Brooklyn. You're on top of each other. There was a big gap between us as 165 and the Viper's Nest. Outstanding. There was a gap there. I don't know the geographic, whatever the Chiefs, but there was situations I walked into the door. They were pulling roast out of the house. Okay? Nothing to do with the guy's expertise or whatever, because of the boxes. They needed a truck company there.
Gabby, are you always this excited?
I get crazy. Listen,
I don't want you to. I felt like you're like running out of breath. Like I don't want you to have a heart attack. Just
I'm going to tell you right now. You know what Ray says? Fat Daddy Ray. I make coffee nervous. That's what he tells me. Gabby, calm down. You're making coffee nervous.
Dude, I'm like, I feel so amped up right now. I'm like, he's just like running full speed.
Check the. That's not really. That's not really an earphones. That's an intravenous for Monster. He's got in his arm right now. Yeah, you called him Gary again, right?
Gary.
Gary. Yeah, you could. We could. I want you to. You could. We got time. We got time. We're not going nowhere.
The first 9 months, yes, to a year. God bless. 275 engine. It was kind of a wedge between us and 275. Unbelievable engine company. Own out as a truck there, and then whatever. It all worked. It all gelled. Yeah. 133, unbelievable, outstanding. When you come to the realization, you need a truck. Because guess what? You're not getting there in time. Whatever happens before we show up is not our problem.
Listen, it tells you all those years that 275 was operating by themselves for a while. Man.
Oh my! That's what made them an unbelievable. And they used to get glad. I'm like, oh, they don't know what floor the fire's on. I said, dude, they're pulling up by themselves. They got fire blowing out of the back. They, there's no truck here. They're dropping 2 lines. They're dropping 2 lines.
McVay's going, thank you. He's a 275 alumni. But we say it all the time, like nobody wants to lose any fire, right? Whether it's 270 opening up, right? You don't want that right next to you because they're gonna, you're just competing. And the same thing with 133. But like you said, over time, it's 20 years. It's right. It is what it is, and it's that's it. But you never want to lose one job to anybody. So that's where that all comes from, anyway.
Correct. But from the job perspective, you don't want to pull roast out of a house.
How many guys can you fit in a fire building, Coop?
5 more.
At least 5 more, bro.
Yeah. All right, so give me some dirt. Give me some dirt about how 270 may or may not have gotten off with tools when they were an engine company. Don't be afraid.
A lot of it was breaking my balls. Okay, I had a lot of my guys working there. 275. Bobby Lang, Ray Seeley. There was a bunch of guys working there, and I'm the hot-headed guinea in 126. And we were the company that was like, whatever. As far as we were concerned, 270 was either first, second, or third to engine. I hate to say it, 288 was the squad that should be coming by us. They're 9 miles away. End of story. You choose to do something else, but besides first to second to engine, when you're talking about a strict regiment, firehouse 303 126. What we're looking at them like, what the hell are you guys doing? But that wasn't like that every tour. You had guys rolling off the rig like Ray or whatever. That was like an old Brooklyn engine company. They were dropping 2 lines. They were putting fire out. And that was it. The next tour was something else. What's going on?
Right. Depends on what guys you're getting.
Correct. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. The squad hating stuff. It was no hate. It was like just a certain company. Oh, the Tigers, the Christmas cards.
Dislike. Hate's a strong word. Dislike.
Right.
Not a big fan. Not a big fan.
Okay. And then, of course, I'm in the middle of it, trying to make peace while I'm
Right.
friends with them. You know, the abuse I got. You know, my locker got painted yellow. I had a yellow handset, telephone on my locker. You know, I had the balls to walk in 126 with a 270 hat on one day just to break balls. Let's come on, guys. Let's get along here.
Dude,
you know,
dude, somebody in the chat said this is the subdued low key Gabby right now. Let him freelance. Are you shitting me? Dude, I'm like, I feel like right now I am so anxious. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I just feel like he's so full of energy right there. You can't wait. He's got so many stories he wants to get out.
Dude, as soon as he hits the pillow, he probably goes right out.
I'm saying,
no, never happened.
So hold on. You already got him into hating the squad. He's a Proby. So, you know, he's not talking.
Wait a minute. I didn't ask if you hated the squads. All I asked if you ever saw them get off the rig with tools when they were an engine company.
Yeah,
he said that.
We had guys that used to get up the rig. We had a Chinese restaurant with food on the stove. We're gentlemen. Didn't cut the gate. Didn't destroy the place. They left the fucking pot on. There's a side door. We go in. Who walks off the rig on a hydrant? They're walking past us with doors. Oscar 142. Who is it, Bobby Lang? Guess what? They knew my act. They're the hot-headed guinea. He's gonna go nuts. You're walking past two truck companies with saws in your hand. Hello. Meanwhile, we're leaving. There was food on the stove. They left the pot on. The building's full of smoke. We didn't even fucking destroy the place. We went into a side door like a gentleman. Do the last piece of damage. Here comes 270, and there's Bobby Lang laughing and a couple of squad guys. Take two saws, not one saw, but two saws off the rig.
Dude, I can't.
Meanwhile, us at 142, we didn't use any of our saws. You know what I mean? We finessed our way in the building. And then Bobby Lang starts laughing. They want to get the guinea from 126 all hot and bothered. And I got
Did it work? Well, it sounds like it worked.
It worked. It worked for a while until I looked. Yeah.
Dude, somebody, I can't even keep my eyes off the chat for the first time. Somebody wrote, I'm exhausted. And then the other guy said, Gabby looks like he's landing planes.
Somebody said that Dirt said that you're a mongoloid, whatever that means.
Oh my God.
Oh, Dirt? Yeah, Dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, a problem child that got promoted. Tell Dirt to shut up. Yeah.
Oh my God, my face hurts.
He's
already.
another one of our knuckleheads that went to the 15th division. Oh,
no, that don't make him a bad guy. That don't make him a bad guy.
You don't make him a bad guy. Great guy. You know.
All right, so let's not go too far ahead. What so you stayed in 126 for 1 year, correct? You were on the rotate 8 months.
They shipped me out 8 months later. Yeah.
All right, and then you moved over to 218, correct?
Engine 218, yes.
Bushwick.
Mm-hmm.
So
Correct.
he goes from a truck like 126 in his first rotation.
Yeah, he's not really doing so bad.
But he really doesn't know how he got there. He really has no idea.
No.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So this is how his whole career starts. He walks in a firehouse. He's waving to the guys in the squad, and he's telling them, "I don't know how I got here."
Right.
And then he goes to 218.
And then he goes to 218. I love it.
Oh, it just happens to be a guy running around lighting fires.
When you showed up, were you wearing this shirt?
What shirt? No, I wasn't wearing that shirt. No.
That's on there.
Classic.
I like that. I like that shirt. It would,
Yeah.
I like that. But
It's good for Lou. Lou, I'll get you one.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So you walk into 218. Now those rotation guys, they had a little bit of a tough time, right? I mean, a lot of guys in the chat don't know what the rotation is. So just explain what that is, Gabby.
What happened was in the mid 90s, they decided they're gonna start a rotation program, and the guys are gonna you're gonna be a Proby, and you're gonna have 3 spots. You're gonna go an A truck. An A company, a B company, a C company. A meaning exceeding 4,000 runs a year. The B company is just under 4,000 runs a year, and a C company is between 2,000 and 3,000 runs a year. Okay, so I already got assigned to an A truck. We're at 5,500 runs. So you went to a truck. The next 2 stops is going to be an engine. You go in a B engine. 218 was a B engine, just on the cusp of being an A engine. So all they needed was a few more jobs, and they were doing okay. the arsonist was there. So not only would you become an A company, so the guys that got in the academy went, I'm like, wow, I'm blessed. Okay, I beat the system. There's an arsonist running around. So now, in my mind, I went to an A engine too. They were up there with the 298.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Whatever. Everybody wanted to be in Bushwick. Okay. Yeah. Gabby, how did you get there? Okay. I got there. Really, my hook predicted that Bushwick was going to be burning down.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Come on. Say East New York or whatever. I went to Bushwick, bro. A single engine in the middle of nowhere. Okay. I walked into that place. You want to talk about salty? Forget it. Probably equivalent to 126, because when I went 126, there must have been 3 Probies that just got there before me, one class after the other. Their junior guy was Mormon, 9 years on the job. I replaced his group, high groups. Their junior man had 9 years on the job in 126. I got the 218. Oh my God! I walked through the door. You want to talk about salt, sodium chloride? Probably 20 years, 20 years plus. These guys could care less if they went to another fire again. They had back in the heyday. I'm serious. Not one guy, 2 guys, the whole firehouse. Unbelievable. Now we got EMS. We got this patient assessment. The junior guys get the nozzle. They don't want nothing to do with EMS. That's your gift. So whoever junior guy was, you're getting the pipe.
Yeah, you got it. Right. Because you're dealing with all the other crap. Right.
Wow. And then you show yourself to be okay. I wasn't a young guy. All right, whatever. They wanted me to stay there. I was there. The authors, I was given a gift because I'm the type of guy, I got ADD, ADHD. My brain would rot if I wasn't doing that. Okay? So give me.
I believe it. Somehow I believe it. I don't know.
Give me work. Now that's my team now. 126 is in my heart, but I'm in 218 now. I'm doing what I have to do. Okay? It got so bad, the guys wanted me to stay. They had that Proby piece. You kept your pumpkin on your head, the insert. You didn't lose it after a year. Then it became a 1, a 2, and a 3. Your first stop, your second stop, and your third stop. You couldn't take the insert off. I was very blessed. They weren't following none of that nonsense. 218 comes down. Put your 218 insert on. Listen, I'm not special. I'm following rules. I love you guys. They wanted me to stay there. My heart, they pushed the issue. Talked to the battalion. I happen to be friends with some of the 2-8 battalion commanders. They knew me from other places. No, I want to go back to Queens. Trying to convince me Brooklyn was going to be burning down. Bushwick was going to burn down the rest of my career over there. Please. I'm not a young guy. I'm not buying this shit. The battalion commander interpreted this. I know. I understand. You came from a truck. You want to go to a truck. You want to come to 124. You want to come to my truck. No insult. I want to go back to 126. That's where my heart is. I know you don't want a towel ladder. You want an aerial ladder. I'll get you to the 27, 112. Thank you. Holy shit.
I would have went in a second.
There you go. They're throwing 112 in my face, which I admired. Trust me, I went. Sorry. Chief, you don't understand. Oh, I came from Queens. You want to be a Queens Quiff? Please. I want to go back to Queens. And that's
Gabby,
why
let me cut you off here for a second. Give me some. What was some of the jobs that you had there that you remember in 218 where you had the nozzle, like one of your first nozzles? Who were the guys that you were looking up to that were helping you? I mean, you're still probing, even though you were in the volleys. You're still learning the job. Who was there teaching you, and what was some of the jobs that you had?
I was a lot of roll frame, naturally, the whole area. The officers. Captain McEnany was there, who became a 4-1 battalion commander.
Wow.
Calm. I all ran into calm officers. Okay, that's whatever. Clarence Singleton, former Marine. Like I said, Richie Hoffman, LaForce. It was crazy, but it was a very frustrating company because of the arsonist. If you're a hard charger, I remember putting my head down in the rig. You missed as much jobs as you caught because they were all happening at the same time. You went to a
I
job.
do remember
where
that. I don't remember it too much, but I do remember that the guy was lighting stuff up like on opposite ends of the
He was
of the
walking.
borough.
He was on foot, the guy. Okay, so you got the shit job that he lit rubbish up on the second floor and didn't go nowhere because you got there too fast.
And meanwhile, it's ripping. Yeah, it's ripping.
Two
The
blocks.
relocator.
Two blocks down the ruler. I think flat of 6 got 2 medals over there. Flat of 6 from Chinatown. Oh, I said, what the, and I had a guy, Danny O'Connor, in my company, who was another Proby. He was my therapist, calming me down. Gabby, calm down, because it's frustrating. I missed as much jobs as I caught.
Dude, there's a guy in the chat here. I have to repeat this because I almost cried. EB28 says police reports of the Bushwick arsonist same year Gabby was rotating, balding, flailing arms, smells like boogers, and fingernails.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is? Who is that? EB28?
Who could that be?
That's me. Yeah. I got accused of being the arsonist.
Did you really?
218 had the marshals call up. Whoever called up on the phone, we got to talk to you. Okay, I
Come
walked
on,
into
tell
work.
the truth. That's real?
That's real. Who?
No shit.
Okay, Gabby, where'd you light the job? Where's the next job? Where'd you light it? Are you kidding me? I said, guys, please don't even start that rumor. It was our group. Whatever it was a nut job that checked himself. That's how they caught him. He checked himself into the nut house, spent a few days in the nut house. He was a 19, 20-year-old kid. When he came out of the nut house, it was all in high groups. That's when he ever lit the jobs up. So every time we came into work, it was 4 or 5 jobs.
Did they ever catch this kid? Did they ever catch him?
They caught him.
They caught him. He killed a kid.
Oh, really?
The mother came back to the firehouse. Yeah. Yes. A child died because of him. They caught him on 28 jobs. Okay, that's what they caught him on. 28.
Oh, shit.
There was a lot more
jobs. Yeah.
28 jobs. And I was there 13 months. And Bushwick was already busy with their normal stuff. So
I think I remember. I do remember that the arsonist there.
Yeah, it was, and the old, like you said, the old salty guys that were just on their downswing of their career. Guess what? The giddy up came back, and I don't got to tell you the Brooklyn boxes. There was guys coming in on boxes that weren't even on the ticket because they wanted to catch. Oh, I could tell you. What is this one coming across?
What street are they on, Gabby? What street is 218 on?
Hot, right off of Central Avenue. Single engine, unbelievable place. No nonsense.
All those single engines right there are really great. A lot of history.
Correct. Everybody talks about 236, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, that's great. I love that place. I love everybody. But guess what? 218 is the best kept secret back then.
Yeah, all those companies, yeah.
Whatever. No nonsense. For an officer, for a fireman, anything.
That's good. That's cool.
You have to, right. It was great. And I spent the 13 months there. And my heart, like I said, people tell me, South Jamaica. I said, you have no idea what a piece of my heart stayed in Bushwick. It was very hard for me to leave.
And those guys had a tough time. The rotation guys, it was tough for those guys to fit in because they knew that they were leaving. Like the guys didn't give them much, credence or whatever the heck the word would be because they knew that they were going to be leaving. They were just, it's a stop. They weren't coming back.
Correct. And a lot of firehouses wanted to keep certain guys.
Right, that's true.
We had a guy at Princess Street who became a DI at the Fire Academy, former Marine. Okay. He was assigned to 309 or the Friendly Firehouse. He came out. We kept him. I think his second stop was by us, Billy Johnson. And we kept him by us. He was, and he's got a tattoo on his arm. I'm my brother's keeper. Unbelievable. Yeah. So when I got back to Princess Street, when I see Billy stay with us, because I loved working with him, I said, oh my God, I started to reflect back at Bushwick because I went through the same stuff. Yeah, they didn't want me to leave fucking Bushwick. It was
there's a pretty good chance you could go to all 3 places. It didn't matter. It's the guys, right? In the end, if you like the house and you like the guys and you fit in, which could happen in all 3 places,
right?
It would be tough to they become part of your family, like anything, right? Even if it's a short time,
forget it. You
Unless
know,
you're a
it
penis, then it wouldn't work out. You know what I mean? But
it's a family, yes. You know, and that's it.
Coobs, you did that too, right? You
What?
did that. I mean, no, Kevin, I'm saying.
I left early because I went to the squad. I didn't even.
But I'm just
finish
saying, you felt that same.
Yeah, they wanted me to stay where I went. You know, I left 210, which was a C engine, but it wasn't really like a C engine. Didn't do a lot of running, but they caught some good work.
Yeah.
And then on my third stop, I tried out for the squad, and I went right to the squad. But it's the same thing, like you were saying, Ruffy. Like they don't want to invest that much in you if you're going to leave. You know what I mean? So it was.
Right, no.
And what I found out was like the guys on the rotation, like they would always stick together. Like there would be a little subculture of rotation guys because they know they were all leaving. You know what I mean? So they would bond together and be a little cliquey. You know, whoever was in that firehouse at that time, who was on the rotation.
Yeah, but think about it. If I went to 117, I was on probation for 1 year, right? I was still a junior man in the year 2 and 3. But when you're on the rotation, you're still the Proby kind of thing. You know what I mean? You're still the new guy in a new firehouse. So it kind of, you know, it japped you a little bit because you didn't get a chance. You still had to be, I'm not saying you wouldn't be in the sink and doing what you have to do as a junior guy, but you were kind of still the Proby kind of, you never got out from under that a little bit.
Right.
And it's always the guys like I was the first class to rotate. I was the first class off that list, Bobby. So when we wrote, it was always the guys who just came in right before us who weren't in rotation. They were the biggest dicks. I swear to, because they had maybe 6 months more than you, but they treated you like shit. They're like, oh,
I dealt with that. I dealt with that, and many times they were yelling at a younger guy that had a couple of weeks on him. I said, "What are you yelling at? A guy that's got a couple of weeks less than you? Who the fuck you? Come on."
I love that. I love that. Yeah, he's got a couple of weeks. Meanwhile, he's a big as shit too. The younger guy is better than him.
Trust me. I was in the middle of all that. Come off your high horse. Stop your shit. We're all brothers here. Okay? It's not happening.
Hey, Gabby, your son is asking to ask him about the time he electrocuted himself with the brothers took a run at his mustache or something. What's that all about? What company is that in?
126.
You want to hold on to that, or you want to go for it? Go for it.
Whatever you want to say.
Do it.
I had a bunch of heavy hitters coming at me. They're going to shave my mustache with a buzzer. And hopefully,
why? Just because it was down too far, or they just?
I have no idea. Okay, that's when without adrenaline, without everything punching in, I had 11 guys, and I tested myself. I had former Marines on me. I had football guys on me. Okay, guys with saran wrap in their face, and they're trying to shave my head. I had no more arms left or whatever. I fought guys off that I would never believe I fought off in my life. Okay?
All for the mustache.
All for the mustache. Okay? Till the last guy comes at me, and there's the cord plugged into the wall, and I had my teeth left. So I bit the cord, and I pulled the cord out of the wall, and I electrocuted myself. Okay? I went out, okay? These guys just what I did scared the shit out of them. Okay? A UFC fighter, Navy guy, Marines, whatever, football guy, holy shit. You know,
it's the no neck guys. That's what it is.
It's the no neck guys. Don't mess with the guy that don't have to go back down to the gym. I wasn't a gym rat. I don't know, because of my mechanics and my
maybe it was the greasy guinea too. They couldn't get their arms around.
It was a little greasy.
But it could be the greasy guinea too. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Let me ask you a question. Did you make a good bat and balls with Gabrielli?
Yes, I did. Yeah, that was my thing. I was in the restaurant business. My father was in restaurant business.
That's right. He was a deli guy, Coob. Come on.
Whatever.
So they loved you. You won them over into their bellies. You won them over.
Correct. There was a lot of
a good marriage.
Important things in the fire service, and of course, what we defined, it was fire duty, and it was the meal that we ate. Okay, and that was my thing.
People don't realize how much emphasis is on the meal and everything involved with the meal, the shopping, the planning, the cooking, the hanging out. The meal is like a huge part of the fire service, man.
Without a doubt. Yep. Without a doubt.
Gabanucci, I got to say this. Cheese Man, Bobby Trezano said.
Oh, I love him.
He said, Uncle Festa, if you would have put with that cord, if you would have put a light bulb in your mouth, it would have lit up.
Oh, yeah. All right. He's like, Cheese Man. Yeah. I love Cheese Man in 252. Cheese Man was in 252, and then Cheese Man went to Rescue 4. And I had the pleasure of working with him there. Unbelievable. Like I said.
All right, let me ask you a question, fella. How many? I mean, you guys went to a lot of fires in 126, no doubt, but you went to a lot of private dwellings too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
the dollhouse
majority.
fires. Yeah, the sissy dollhouse fires and everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
Ask the cheeseman, what was Rescue 4 making into down there? They weren't making it into Ugats down there. They weren't.
Ugats.
We made sure they didn't, but there was a few times where it was oddball situations where they drove away for a couple of guys that lit up after they left. I mean, but no, the South Jamaica Triangle really took care of themselves, you know.
Yep.
And I worked up in Rescue 4 a few times, and they laughed at me. Relax, buddy. You're putting your gear on. We got a while way to go.
Yeah.
Where you going to South Jamaica? We try to handle our business as much as we can.
At 4:30 in the afternoon, right?
We covered
On a Friday.
God bless 133, 275, Viper's Nest, that whole triangle there, Hillside Avenue. We try to cover our own backyard. That's what I said. And I used to insist that on guys, you know.
Yeah,
cover your own.
You can do Queens Cliffs all you want. That area right there, man, they're still doing a lot of fucking work over there, man.
I think they're doing some of the most work in the city, to be honest with you. Consistent.
Correct. I don't care if we're top on the list. We had guys from 120 truck. We had officers from whatever. The numbers up here. And when I got back then, even Astoria, I said they got 7,000 runs. They got the boxes of 7,000 boxes up there. They got 7,000 runs. Okay. And we're busy by us. Up in Astoria, 154, Corona Tigers, God bless them. But they pay for their work, you know? And some of the companies by us pay for their work. Hillside Avenue.
Yeah, they pay for their work, man. Ooh, you guys, I mean, 126 pays for their work, bro. 5,000 runs a year for the truck it's a lot of running. If that's what they still, I don't know if they're still doing that. Well, you have pull boxes back then, right?
They're not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
nobody's doing anything anymore. So that came down. That came down.
All right, let's back up a little bit quick. I don't want to cut you off, but because we're still talking about 126. So you get out of 218 because I want to keep us on track here. You went after you got out of there, you went to 284.
I had to go to the castle in Brooklyn. The commute from Long Island. Oh my God.
It's no easy way to get there, right?
This is a punishment. Yeah, the Bell Parkway, Linden Boulevard, whatever. Once I got there, it was whatever. But guess what? I was blessed. The castle satellite, South satellite unit, they were a C engine with a satellite unit. Oh my God. If they had the satellite unit,
right?
They were a C engine with the satellite unit in there. If they didn't have the satellite unit, what would they be doing? Oh my God. But when I went down there, coincidentally, I got phone calls on this too. There was an Asian lady and an old man lighting up whatever they were trying to lighten up. Bluestone, crab orchard, and marble does not burn. You know, that's what was Dyker Heights. You had very expensive homes. So the fires didn't go nowhere, but at least we were going out the door doing something. Oh, we had 2 arsonists in Dyker Heights when I got there. As a matter of fact, guys were calling me up. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're like,
was he a bald guy with flailing arms? And
no, it wasn't a bald guy with flailing arms. Whatever I heard, it was an Asian woman with and an old guy, something lighting stairwells up or whatever it was.
So I'm waiting for it.
What? What are you waiting for?
Somebody's going to say, it was Coobs and his old lady. An old man and an Asian lady. I'm waiting for it. An old man and an Asian lady.
Surround eye, huh? Surround eye.
Look, these guys are sleeping. They were all up a couple minutes ago.
Someone dared ask to do a 5 minutes of Fury, and I just ignored that because it's boring.
You know, 149 truck was great. The guys were great, you know, and I only spent 6 months there, and I met great guys.
How did you get there? What kind of transportation?
My cab.
Well, let's see. You got to talk about this cab because everybody's called me about this thing.
They said that the arsonist escaped via yellow cab from Jamaica to Hicksville.
What is the story behind this thing? I don't know nothing about it. Everybody wanted to tell me. I didn't want to know nothing.
I had two cars in my house. I had a brand new car, Suburban for my wife. Okay, I need a ghetto car. my wife's uncle had a cab that was set up as a police car, and they disabled it. He bought it. The cleanest cab in New York City. I'll take it. TLC didn't want the car. Taxi and Limousine Commissioner didn't want the car because they had to change their cars every 5 years. I'll take it. It's a Crown Vic with low mileage on it. Whatever. I don't care. It's yellow.
With one light.
It was the best thing I ever bought.
I like the push bumper too.
Oh, it was great. I went to South Jamaica. I could drive any which way I want. Either they thought I was a lunatic cab driver or a cop. Or a cop. Nobody said a word to me. Then my driving habits changed. The minute I was in my regular car, people are cursing at me, giving me the finger, ready to cut my throat. Let me keep the cab. Okay, nobody.
Did you have lights in it? You had lights in it?
I hooked the strobes back up. It was set up as a.
That's good. That's good because back in the day, I don't know if everybody remembers this, and some of our listeners may not understand. Back in the day, there was an undercover unit that used to roll around in these cabs because they were. That was that car. Exactly. That's a cool freaking car to own because I remember seeing them a few times. They would jump out on guys on the street, dealers or like hookers or any of that stuff.
Where the hell did you live?
Me?
Hookers and dealers? Where was that?
Well, I lived in Astoria. I saw some of that, not a lot there, but some. But there was also, the 80s and 90s in Astoria. Come on. I mean, in Manhattan, you saw that stuff everywhere.
That was that call. They ordered a certain amount of cars from Universal Ford. Of course, the city, typical that we ran out of money. Universal Ford got stuck with these cars. But that's what they were doing undercover. We're holding up cab drivers that, like you said, they were using cabs for undercover cars.
Yep,
and that's the car.
Did they pay you to take that car? Or you take
So did you actually ever take a fare for that? Did you ever actually?
I had a couple of people get in the back seat when I left the doors unlocked. Yeah.
Oh shit!
And they wanted me to take them somewhere, and I'm not taking you nowhere. Yeah.
Hey, Chris Pisano in the chat is asking you about the ambush in the cab. Was there an ambush?
Oh, there was an ambush. Yeah, there was an ambush.
What's that?
Well, Friday night, South Jamaica, hydrant's got to get shut down in the middle of summer. Notify the officer, blah, blah, blah. Hydrant's got to get shut down. Got to take the rig out and go to the hydrant. A couple of blocks away. The office, whatever. Here we go. Junior guy standing. I'm the type of guy, listen, you guys got your new car in the alleyway. I'm the last guy in the alleyway. I got a yellow cab. Nobody's bothering out in the street. I got the junk car. If I got a spot, the only car left out in the street on a Friday night in the ghetto is the cab. Two junior guys, listen, there's a fire hydrant that's got to get shut down. Here's a hydrant wrench. The officer don't want to leave. Go get it. Guys, do yourself a favor. Don't fuck with my lights. I know you fucking got a smirk on your face. We're working in fucking Friday night, whatever. Okay? Of course they got to play. Now I got to be a jerk. They're pissed off. They got to go. I come up. I make up. There's another hydrant they got to shut off. And I throw the street over. They don't know the area. They overshot the block. There was no other hydrant. I'm making a shut a hydrant off that don't even have to be shut off. The next thing I know, of course, I keep my portable on in the house watch. Gabby, whatever. They went down the wrong way. There happened to be a violent crime going on. Okay? There was a battle. Well, people already called the police. They thought that the two guys in the cab were police officers dressed up at fire gear. Okay? Plus, they got ambushed. So I'm getting a call on the radio. We got to get out of here. Oh, my God. Okay. This went on all night now. Parked the car. We got there. Whatever violence. The police showed up. Anti-crime. So we leave. Take your car back to the firehouse. No, it's not going back to the firehouse. You're not getting the car. Park it behind the ambulance. The guy that got messed up is going away. Okay, we did what we had to do. Next thing I know, we're going to a couple of boxes after that auto accidents, and then we heard PD talking about, what's this yellow cab? Who are the cops in the yellow cab? Public must have said something. I'm like, whatever. And he said, there ain't no fucking unit in the yellow cab. It was firemen. Midnight, take the car where it was parked, put it back in the alleyway, and hide the fucking thing. That's what happened. Okay. Now, the guy that was one of the guys that was in the car that did this was Proby, was a former Marine, and he was white as a ghost. I said, "You of all people?" He said, "Gabby, you have no idea. We got ambushed. People were coming out of the houses. Oh, the popo's in fire gear? No, it wasn't the popo. You know, they already called the police. They thought whatever."
Wow.
I said, "Didn't I just fucking tell you guys not to fucking play around?" But it was fucking.
Well, that could have went bad, huh?
Yes, I was an officer's nightmare in many ways. Yeah.
Actually, somebody, I'm not going to say who, Hanson, said to me,
God.
he goes, you could basically say that at some point, every captain he's had has probably wanted to strangle him at some point.
Whatever.
But they still loved you.
Forget it. Whatever. I didn't conform. I did not conform. You want to say conform to a lot of things? Yes. I had a lot of captains stuttering and whatever, you know.
So you're a rule breaker, is what you're saying.
No, I wasn't a rule.
Nah.
I wasn't a rule breaker. I was just whatever. You know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. If you don't do what the Romans do, there's a big problem here. You know, and that's what happened.
What happened with the 9/11 cab ride? A couple of guys have been asking about the 9/11 cab ride. What is that?
9/11 cab ride?
What? Something about ask him 9/11 trip, free 9/11 trip. What is that?
Oh, that was 249, 149, 284. I'm back at Princess Street after my rotation. I'm leaving in night 24 in the morning. I get a phone call 7 o'clock in the morning. The castle calls me. They got a Proby that's trying to go to Australia to put out fires in Australia. Spent time with that rotation thing where you spent time in the company, then you went back to the Rock, and then whatever.
Right. I remember that.
Then the Disney trips are getting handed out, and he's jumping on all these trips. Well, they fabricated this trip to Australia. We had to go to Australia to put fires out for Australia, and
who fabricated it?
249, 149, 284. No, the trip. It wasn't fabricated. This guy jumps on the trip, but he's trying to make a vacation out of it. He's a Proby. Oh my God. 7 o'clock in the morning, 149, 284 calls me. I'm like, I'm so happy they remember me. You still got that cab? Yeah. You got to come here and pick up a Proby and take him to the airport on a trip that doesn't exist. What's going on here? I got to get to fucking Dyker Heights and I don't know. My relief is not here. Okay. What do I got to do? I never got pictures. There was pictures taken. The Proby's in Class A uniform. 2 bags are packed. He's going to JFK. JFK Airport. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? I'm going to whatever. He's in the car. I even told him, it can't be me. He's going to recognize me. I was at your firehouse. We went to dinners.
Shit. So they're just trying to get him back. They're just trying to break his balls on this thing because they don't want him taking trips. Is that what the deal was? Like,
well, what happens is they set him up where he doesn't give a shit about nothing. Who are you to take a trip to fucking whatever?
Right. You're the last guy, right?
Battalions involved, whatever. They're picking up tours for him. Everybody, the whole 8 battalion. The whole 8 battalions involved. This is a classic fucking thing. It's not my prank, but okay, whatever I got to do.
You got a perfect call for it, so you're in.
He's in the car. Now, they were right. He didn't recognize me. I said, give me your shoes. I had a guy that had a size 13 shoes. I'm wearing my work duty things. I got a jacket on. I'm a dirtbag cab driver now. Okay? Driving to fucking JFK Airport. We pass Starrett City. The machines are starting up. He starts hooting and hollering. Oh, my God, a fire, whatever. I almost slipped up a few times. A fire? What the fuck is a... I said, I better shut up. But if... I said to myself, by the first time, if 149 or 284 comes here, it's going to be a 5th alarm. He's acting like he wants to be there. I said, what are you talking about? I think the machines are starting up, the diesel machines. There's no fire there. It's Starrett City. All derogatory remarks. Oh, maybe you should have took the test. Maybe you should have been a fireman. Oh, you're very observing.
Really?
Very demeaning comments to me. I got to bite my lip.
Yeah, but you're going to get the last laugh.
I am going to get the last laugh.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on with this trip? I don't know nothing. I was told to pick you guys up. I got to pick a guy up from 275 engine, whatever. This guy's so cheap, you don't even want to buy condoms in the airport because they're too much money in the duty-free shop. He wants me to go to a drugstore in South Jamaica. I said, listen, I ain't got no time to go to a drugstore in South Jamaica. I got to pick. There's another guy going you at 275. I drop him and his bags off at JFK Airport. It was a Thursday. Now I got to go to a meeting for a union guy because the union guy can't make the union meeting. The union meeting's on a Thursday. Oh, this is great. Oh, my God. I dropped
So what
him
happened
off.
with the kid? Yeah, what happened with the kid?
He goes to the airport. I'm going on a trip, whatever. They know nothing about the airport. What are you talking about? The 5-0 battalion gets called. One of my guys is driving there. He already knows about it. The 5-0 battalion wants to take him. Listen, this is not our gig. This is 149's gig. Stay out of it. This is snowballing into whatever. Okay, I'm at the
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, I'm at the union meeting now. The whole 8th battalion is there. 4-3, blah blah blah. All the guys look at me that know me, like they're getting phone calls to go pick him up. The airport security's holding him. They don't know what he's talking about, what trip he's talking about to Australia. Okay, and they're like, "Fuck, screw him, leave him there. We're not getting him."
Shit.
The guy that started the whole scam is in Staten Island. They're making him come and get him. I'm like, you want me to go get him? No, I'm not getting him. They had to get him. They drove him back. And then it goes,
I'm sure it went bad after that, too. I mean, how do you go back to the firehouse after that?
And they bet me, you're never going to get a tip out of the guy. I got a $5 tip out of him. So I went back to a party for 284 on whatever street it was. Whatever. I said, I handed him his $5 back. I said, listen, whatever. I was your cab driver. No way. No way. Here's your $5 back. The senior man
gave it back to him? I wouldn't give it back.
I gave it back to him. The senior guy goes, I told you he wouldn't know. I said, and I told him the story, and he denied the whole thing. I said, you're denying what you said in the cab. You have no idea what he was saying in the cab. Okay.
That guy's still on a job?
He changed his name. Okay.
What?
He was Aguilera was his name.
No names.
And he decided more. Something more. It became more.
Give me more.
Whatever his name was. I was cracking up.
And he did
the
the
problem
wrong
was
thing.
his brother worked for HBO. And back then it was a taxi cab confessions where you were in a taxi cab and they videotaped you.
Oh,
he was mad. He was mad that he didn't get called. He goes, why didn't you call me? It would have been videotaped, the whole thing in a taxi cab as taxi cab confessions.
I know the guy that used to shoot that show. I know him well.
Okay. Well, you'll find out.
Company was called Street Visions back in the day. That guy was he did a lot of undercover work, that dude.
Right.
Interesting.
But what happened was there was pictures taken. He was in his Class A uniform. I'm the taxi cab driver. 149 took pictures. I never went and retrieved those pictures. And, I just whatever. And that's what happened. Yeah.
Hey, what about the stool sample in the freezer?
Oh my God. Oh,
It's not going to be much fire talk.
this is crazy.
This is better than fire talk.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty much. It's one after the other.
We get fire talk every week.
Did you pooped in the freezer?
No, I had a stool. I had a problem. I had intestinal problems for years. Didn't realize I had diverticulitis. Go get a stool sample. I misinterpreted this. Take your stool sample, put it in the freezer or whatever, and leave a night tour. The lieutenant comes in. Senior guy. Great guy. Okay. Come in for the change of tours. Willie Roberts, unbelievable officer from the Rat House. And I put it in the freezer, took it out, and they're all talking about it in the kitchen. And he looks at me, he goes, I know you didn't leave that on my desk. Did you? I said, no, I didn't leave it on your desk. Why would I do that? I said, you paranoid? I said, Lou, I don't disrespect nobody. He's doing a journal on the kitchen table. I'm like, Lou, I love you to death. I said, listen, I'm a fucking grown man. I would never. You didn't do nothing in this firehouse to disrespect nobody. Why would I do that? Who's telling you this? Well, where is that fucking thing? Well, while he's doing a journal, I left it on the kitchen table next to him. And it was next to him in the bag. I said, Lou, where is your fucking stool? I heard you left your stool here in the freezer. You did not put that on my desk, did you? I said, no, Lou. It's right next to you. You put your shit up.
So there's somebody in the chat. His name in the chat is EB28, whatever that is. But
Yeah.
he's all over you. But he's saying speaker wire in the projects, perfume bottles. Gotta ask him.
Oh my God!
How does he know all this stuff? He worked with you, this guy?
Everybody, whatever. I was in the middle of that.
I was a known guy.
I had a couple of years on the job. We went to a project fire. Of course, the Legend's working. Okay, most of the fires that happened, the Legend was working. We get into a project. Okay, we get in there. Fires is incinerated. Going down the hallway. Corbin's taking windows. I'm doing what I got to do. Speaker wire and zipper wire plugged into the wall. I'm getting like, dude, what do? It's charged in here. It's charged in here. They're not thinking electric. It's, engine comes in. I let go of my halogen. I let go of my tools. I'm still getting zapped. I'm getting fried from whatever voltage. And I touched one of the guys. Tony Borgia was with me.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, one of the guys, whatever. There's Corbin going down the hallway. I can't move. I'm getting fucking electrocuted. I am getting electrocuted. Help me. It's charged in here. It's charged in here. They're not thinking electric. Of course, the engine officer comes in with the line or whatever. Gabby, don't touch me. He sees the whole scene. I was getting electrocuted with zipper wire, speaker wire, and electric wire. Okay, I was getting zapped. That was the thing. The other one was what? The perfume? That was a job on the Van Wyck where I'm surprised the perfume came up. It was 303 with a covered chauffeur for a 24-hour tour. And that rumor was 303 looked like the Marine unit. All you need is food coloring. And they were watering the Van Wyck Expressway or whatever. Very fresh chauffeurs from another company. Here's where I can tell guys, whoever you work with, when you're in a truck, I work with certain guys, Gary Valia, whatever. There's water coming instantly. So when you're in a truck, you got a time in your head. Well, it ain't happening that tour. There's no water coming in the building. It's watering everywhere but in the building. Okay? Now I got a double whammy. The truck comes in the wrong way. We get in. I'm on the inside team. Supposedly there's an invalid trap. There's a bed in the room. She's a Mary Kay cosmetic lady or an Avon lady. I got the can in my hand. Very simple, private dwelling. The 2 rooms are going in the middle of the house.
That's the one I was looking at.
Windows. Just 2 rooms. That's all it is. It's our bread and butter in South Jamaica. Okay? I am already at the room, hitting whatever, the cold water, whether the gallons of perfume are ready to levy on their own, or I hit them with the cold water. The next thing I know, there's fucking blue flame. Blue flame in a private dwelling rolling over my head.
Holy
okay?
shit.
I was already at the cusp of roasting. My gears turned to beige. Okay? I moved guys out of my way, and an engine captain that weighs very much, a UFC fighter. My adrenaline was like,
All in
whatever.
pins. I don't believe it. I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
I moved guys, trust me. Okay? I came out the door, coincidentally. Okay, I'm still covered in perfume now. I smell like a French whore on the front stoop. Okay? Blue flame in a private dwelling. What the hell is this? Okay? It
My
turns
face
out,
hurts.
yeah. And that's what happened with that. Okay, problem with water, and now you got alcohol in the house. Okay? It was a perfume lady. I said, holy shit. The guy's got a big laugh out of it. And the engine officer was mad at me for 6 months, who was a truck officer, went to the engine, stayed in the same house, which is a rarity, Mikey Smithwick's brother, and I was the asshole for 7 months. Till he realized, the engine officer the engine chauffeur that came by our firehouse, guess what? It wasn't, guess what? water wasn't coming in a timely fashion. You know,
Gabby getting electrocuted is the only 30 seconds in his life he was ever quiet. So it was a question in the chat before that went by really fast because guys are like commenting so fast, Gabby. It's hilarious. How was it having, Queens has a lot of animals, but we got 2 tigers,
Corona.
What's the story with the tiger thing?
Corona tigers.
Who's the real tigers? I mean, you can only have one tiger, right? I mean,
there's only one king in the jungle.
It's really the Edge Company in Manhattan, be honest with you. But we had
another tiger?
Yeah, in Manhattan. And then you had the guys on the Tillery Street before they became Fort Greene Cavalry, or whatever it was. Tillery Street Tigers.
A lot of eagles. Yeah, they got eagles and tigers.
They were the Tillery Street Tigers, you're right.
Tillery Street Tigers, yes. And I worked there too. And I had the pleasures of working with, I caught work there too on a detail. I was blessed wherever I went.
Tony Bellisario, Lou B said 138 was first. They had the Tigers first. That's the word on the street.
Whatever they want.
I don't know. It could be shenanigans. We could throw the flag again if you want, Gabby. We could throw the shenanigans.
Believe me, I was on the phone with the Yak, the dispatcher. The Yak.
God rest his soul.
Kenny Gunther, which you should have on your show. He's unbelievable. Tarantino.
Somebody said they want Gabby to come over for Thanksgiving Day.
Who said that?
I don't know. Somebody there. Please come for Thanksgiving Day.
Won't be one boring moment, that's for sure. I don't know about you, Gabby. I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. You're running around over there.
I can, trust me, on the 24-hour tour, I tell everybody, I sleep 20 minutes. I lay down 20 minutes of the whole tour. Pick which 20 minutes that is. And you'll never get over on me. Okay.
Gabinuch, a couple of guys had mentioned, when they were little birdies were texting me and stuff, that you're like a guy, you could fix anything. Is that true? Like you're
I was nicknamed MacGyver. I
was just gonna say MacGyver. He's MacGyver.
I was mechanically inclined. Yes.
And how did that come about? Like when you were a kid, or you just quick learner?
I was an auto mechanic when I was 17 years old. I started working in the dealers when I was 19, 20 years old. And then, like you said, the trades, whatever, I was mechanically inclined. So I brought that to the table in the firehouse too. And whatever guys needed.
Well, that's good to have in the truck too. When you're in the truck, you need, you always need that.
Without a doubt. Auto extrication was nothing for me. Opening a hood, finesse, with the finesse without using a saw, opening a hood, it was unbelievable. So I took what I had in my life and I applied it to whatever I had, and that's the way the job should be,
No doubt.
Correct.
What when you were in 126, you were there when they moved in with the squad?
I was just going to say that, Ruffy. Yeah, 2006 to 2007.
When we cohabitated with 270.
Yeah.
I cohabitated with 270.
How'd that go?
It went very well. Very, very well. There's a lot of rumors, but it went very well.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was good.
Did you guys moving that far over towards Richmond Hill? Did you lose any work, or you really didn't?
No, believe it or not, I think 155 didn't really catch anything, steal anything from us. A couple of boxes. Yeah. I don't know because it's Corbin. Corbin was a black cloud, but it seemed like it was legit. We were cutting to everybody. You know what it was? We were cutting into 142's business and 143's business a lot.
Well, that happens when you move. Yeah, that happens all the time when companies move for a year.
It's very uncomfortable. We don't want to be here, just like you guys don't want us over here in your backyard.
Right.
But guess what? We're here, and we got to do what we got to do. And it was a couple of times.
Where did 303 go? They stay in a cage?
They were like the big house over in Merrick Boulevard. Yeah, we're in the cage by 275.
No shit. That's pretty cool.
It was, yes. So they were over there, covered St. Albans and half of South.
I saw Mark Giannini is in the chat.
Great guy. Unbelievable.
You had who else? Tony Tedeschi was there, right? You had Tedeschi.
I love Tony. Yes, Tony's unbelievable. Yes. Yeah.
One of my favorite guys.
We're all from the same like mold here. You know, the whole vortex of lunatics. The hard charges, like they call it. You know?
Vortex of lunatics.
Yeah.
Who is it? Moyak and he's one of my favorite guys. Yeah,
Paul Moyak was a 298 guy. Bobby Lang was a 270. Who's another
right.
Hicksville. I forgot to mention him about Hicksville. Unbelievable fireman. You know, Bobby Lang. He went to 270. So that's what it became. 270 ended up being like Jericho Hicksville West. I called it. And you know, Moyak went there and Mealy, firefighter Mealy went there, who was from 298. You know.
Hey, Gabanuch, did anybody go down visit Swingtown over there? You know,
Where?
allegedly, possibly Swingtown.
Basement. The
Down
basement.
the basement over there, they had the door that was in 270, right? Didn't they have a door that with the hand finger going down and said Swingtown?
No.
Good man.
Somebody said we should come up with a Gabby puppet.
It would just be two huge hands.
Yeah.
Like this.
You know, I don't know how I lasted at 126 being friends with Ray either. It was like I try to keep the love back and forth. I was the neutralizer. Yeah, I used to go over there, stop and see Ray for breakfast, and then my firehouse used to get called. Oh, Gabby stopped over here for cheesecake. He dropped off cheesecake and eggs and stuff at 126. They were cooking. Are you kidding me? You know the abuse I took? I used to tell Ray. I used to drive into work right under the bus. They used to love it, like I said. But it was great. You know, come on. Guys, stop.
Well, the guys you knew those guys there, right? I mean, obviously you worked with those guys. You
Yeah,
lived with those guys.
of course. And of course they accused me of wanting to go over there. Yeah, I want to go to SOC. Whatever. A lot of shit went on with SOC. I wasn't a SOC hater, but they thought I wanted to leave there and go to SOC. No, I don't want to go to SOC. I love 126. You know? It was hilarious.
Did you?
It's all Fat Daddy's fault.
Were you driving when you left there? Were you in the seat or were you chauffeur?
Yeah, no, I wasn't a seated chauffeur, but I was driving 126. Yeah, you know, and then I got yanked out of the seat too. I was a bad boy. Oh yeah, whatever I did, I got spanked.
The guy drove a cab for a living. I mean, how what do you expect?
Oh,
and a tow truck, for Christ's sake.
And a tow truck.
Yeah, no good. I was a bad boy a few times. You know, doing. You know, I got slapped. Whatever. It was a bad boy. That's all.
Pee slapped every now and then.
That's it. Whatever. I didn't care. What do you want to give me? I'm in Princeton Street. I'm going to fires. I don't care. What are you do to me?
Well, what are they going to do to you?
No. When I first got there, I had the OV. It was beyond the balcony ballerina. You know, it wasn't an easy task to get to the rear over there. Who's like, blah, blah, blah. You had to think on your feet. Okay, whatever. I'll do it. Whatever I had to do, I did. You know? And that was it.
So when you were getting
a couple of times, Gabby, you want the roof? You got the roof. What is that?
Oh, forget it. Don't even go there. Who's bringing that up?
The same guy's been busting your balls all night.
Yeah, the captain. The captain was not happy with me. Whatever.
All right. Moving along.
Cap, moving along.
Who was, you know, when you had more time in the truck, when you started to become one of the more senior guys there, who were some of the senior guys then that were still in the truck there, or the bosses there at that time, like when later in your career? No, later in your career, later.
Tommy McColdrick, St. John's, unbelievable. Tommy McColdrick bounced back and forth from the Rock to us. Gary Valia, 332. You know, the legend. My whole career was with the legend. Okay. Yeah. And I know guys can make fun of his drama. Trust me, there was officers on my job, okay, that I witnessed that I didn't work with. There's two guys on my job in my life. One of them I worked with, Corbin, and Tommy Kufner from 112. I never seen that. I don't have any knowledge of any officers. I'm sure they went to work. But these two guys, they went to fight. They were a black cloud wherever I went. They were the only two officers I seen. I went to a lot of jobs. I turned around like, these fucking two officers are at every fire I ever seen in my life. And Corbin was one of them because I worked with him.
You know who that is, right, Ruffy?
What's that?
What?
You know who that is, who he's talking about, right?
Who?
No.
Corbin. We grew up with him and his sister, Debbie Corbin's brother.
Oh, that's
And
that's the brother.
in Maspeth. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that was related to her.
Yeah.
I loved her. Loved
That's
her.
Corbin. Oh, everybody did.
Loved her. Oh my God, she was beautiful.
Very pretty girl. Oh my God.
Wow.
Matter of fact, we went by the house, the mother's house one day. Corbin's like, she looked at me because I was frequent in Mass. I lived in Queens, and she looked at me, and Corbin, because he knew my reputation. And Debbie said hello to me, and I'm like, don't tell me. No, I wasn't with your sister, Chris. Relax. Okay.
Hey, Gabby, who was the guy who was there? He was there for a long time. He was a little guy, but he had a really big helmet. You could, and like it sat on his head. You could barely see his eyes. He was in 126 for a long time, man. Like a wiry older guy.
Yeah, he was a wiry guy.
Yeah,
Maxwell.
but
he was
John
a wiry guy. Yeah,
John Maxwell.
Yeah,
probably John
like
Maxwell.
Like his helmet, all you could see is his eyes. Like it sat on his head so low.
Probably John Maxwell from Baldwin. Yeah. Unbelievable chauffeur, unbelievable fireman. Okay, crazy. He was the type of guy that the faster you go, the skinnier the rig is going to get.
Yeah,
unbelievable. He drove that Seagrave like a Porsche. The probably John Maxwell, very wiry guy, had fat like most, not a stitch of fat on him. Probably John Maxwell, unbelievable fireman. You know, unbelievable. Nice. Dennis Solon was another guy who had brothers all over the place.
His brother was at 290, right?
No, Cheeseman saying Kilkenny. That was his name.
Kilkenny? Kalani.
Yeah.
Timmy Kalani. Not Kilkenny.
I don't know. Cheese is saying Kilkenny. Was it a K, though? It was with a K.
It's Killarney. That's it, he said. That's it. Killarney.
Timmy Kalani. May you rest in peace.
Yes, that guy.
Killer Kalani came from 106 truck. Yes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I can tell you funny shit that he said in my life. We had a guy from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Killer Killarney. I love it, man.
Proby, valedictorian, came to our house, got assigned after me. I end up running into the guy at Metro Tech or the 3-1 Battalion. Came from Pennsylvania, paid fireman, where they ride with 3 guys on the rig. The guy knew his shit. So, gets on the rig. First tour, of course, phone alarm, not too far. We put our pack on. Kalani puts his pack on. This kid, Ray, doesn't put his pack on. He's a Proby. He looks at me. I'm like, Killer, calm down. Because now he's going to flood me. Why didn't he have his pack off first? I said, listen, the guy's not stupid. I said, Ray, put your pack on. The box is close. Okay? He's still on move, but I know him. He's going to do the right thing. I said, listen, Killer looks at me. I got the OV. He's got the roof. And he goes, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, I'm the type of guy I understand people. I said, listen, he's a Pennsylvania fireman, paid Pennsylvania fireman. Trust me, he knows what he's doing. Where is he? He's from Pennsylvania. Timmy gets up, looks over the fucking engine compartment, looks at him and goes, listen, motherfucker, this ain't the fucking Poconos. This is New York. Put your fucking pack on. I said, like that. I said, holy shit.
What happened to him? He passed away?
Who, Timmy? Yeah. Unfortunately, Thanksgiving morning, I was waiting for Timmy to come in.
Oh, it was while he was still on the job, huh?
He died at home.
I got a really important question here, and it's coming from the chat, and I really need to know. Was it Eva Mendez or Eva Longoria that you wound up dating? And I
didn't date. It wasn't Eva Longoria. It was a sister I met.
Eva Longoria's sister?
Her sister. She lived on 84th Street in 84th in Forest Hill somewhere. It was her sister.
No way.
What did she look like? Did she look like her?
I didn't date nobody. I
like that.
What are these guys running with? I didn't date nobody. Her sister was dating a retired transit cop from New York City. And her nickname was Mo. Even Longoria had a nickname.
Really?
Okay. Yes. And it turns out it was Eva Longoria's sister. And all of a sudden, I never met her
too. I loved her.
I never met. I never met her. She lived in Jersey. She was dating a basketball player when this was happening. And that was it. And you come
I'm
into
trying to find a picture of her, but she has multiple sisters, so
whatever.
I can't tell you the story.
She lived in a very expensive building in Kew Gardens on 84th Road and whatever off 11th Boulevard.
Nice.
Hey, Gabanuch.
Go ahead.
Hanson's asking me about being called Hondo at a fashion show or something.
Whatever.
I love that.
Bad? Right.
I love every story. It's
like,
They hired me for security. Whatever. I had to do the fashion show at Bryant Park. They hired firemen and cops. You got to wear black, all black. I didn't know I had to dress in a suit. I dressed in a flat, ESU stuff, the pants, whatever, the ghouls, whatever, the Bates thing, and they looked at me like everybody's in a suit, black fucking suit. Are you kidding me? I was like a skeleton. Okay.
I remember those.
I love that word.
I probably walked past
word.
you.
We don't use that word.
Now
word
I'm
needs to be used more.
I'm getting utilized. Okay. In all the corrupt prone areas in the fashion show, whoever's going there with a fur coat, Peter, P. Diddy, all the big shots, all the problems, where I got to start chasing idiots down 8th Avenue in Manhattan. I'm like, are you kidding me? They had to hide me somewhere. So whatever. So what happened is they called me Hondo. Here's Hondo. Okay.
Hondo from SWAT.
Yeah.
From SWAT. That's what I look like, a SWAT guy without a gun. Okay.
Nice,
all right.
man.
All right, John. Thanks.
I throw him right under the bus.
This is John that's calling up on the phone and didn't want to talk to me for 6 months when he came to Princess Street. That's John.
Why? Were you mean to him? You were mean to him?
I was quiet. He didn't know where I was coming from. He was a Manhattan guy. Maybe he
Oh,
he
John.
didn't know.
I know John. He was the runner.
John?
Right?
What runner?
Yeah.
What
Wasn't
wrong?
he? You're talking about John? Which John?
Hanson.
John, he's a captain of hazmat now.
Oh, no. Who was the other guy that came from Manhattan? The 16 truck in John
16 truck. There's a runner in the house, John DeLeo.
John DeLeo.
John DeLeo was in 116.
Oh, 116. You're right. I'm sorry. 116.
116.
Right.
Flaming Skulls. Unbelievable fireman. Yes.
Johnny's
we called
a
him.
good guy. Yeah.
We called him Bobblehead. That was Bobblehead.
Bobblehead.
I called Coops that, actually.
He was a triathlete, John. Unbelievable electrician. Yes. Great fireman.
Yeah.
He's in 144 now. Great guy.
Oh, he's still on a job? Holy shit.
He's still on a job, John. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yes. He's the guy that was he pulled the 287 officer out of, I don't even want to get into your brother in the 14th division, but he was the guy that pulled the officer out of that fire in Elmhurst. We were relocated to 136 Court. 287 boss burnt his hands. Shoshana was there. I think Shoshana was there. John DeLeo got to him and pulled him out of the.
Yeah, I worked that job.
All right. That was John DeLeo.
That was our box. We were out doing something else. We were in Astoria. Yes. That was our first box.
Correct. I went home that morning. I was the only guy from the night crew and I went home. When I went home, matter of fact, we were so disheveled. The senior chauffeur that drove the rig couldn't even. We went to the box. It was a PD, you know, and he didn't realize what the hell's Rescue 4 doing here. I said, because you're up in Elmhurst. What do you think Rescue 4 is doing? That's how, whatever. But Johnny got to the officer and pulled him out of the house. Chisano couldn't get to him. I think it was Chisano or whatever Rescue 4. Unbelievable. Johnny's a great guy. Yeah, unbelievable fighter.
I didn't know he was still on the job.
Yeah, he came to 126 when I got there too. There was a whole influx of guys when I got there. Great guys. You know, he got there soon after I got there. You know, probably in the late 90s. Yeah, that was John. Yeah.
Good dude.
Good dude.
What else you got, Ruffy? Yeah, he was a good dude.
Gabby, gun 138. Gabby helped me get my head straight when I went from full duty to LSS. I met him at Fort Taunton. He was a lifesaver. He made sure that I had all my ducks in a row. God bless you, Gabby.
Oh, Kenny Gunther's unbelievable. I love him. You know, the Tiger.
All right,
Great
listen.
guy.
Listen, they've been asking all goddamn night. They want to know about chauffeur school.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
That's when I told you one of your guys from 117 truck was there. You know, Lieutenant Old was a guy that was on the lacrosse team that was friends with guys at my firehouse, and the guy Sapienza. They sent two of our guys to chauffeur school at the same time. Me and Jimmy Stewart, okay, got there to 126 3 months prior to me. Kings Park Volley, unbelievable fireman. I don't even want to tell you what he did or whatever. We're going to chauffeur school, and they're putting shit up on the screen, and there's wires in the way, and there's PDs and all this shit. And of course, I'm there with Ackerman from the Tin House. Okay, great group of guys. He looks at me and he goes, "What's that? What are you doing with that?" I don't know. My stick's going up. Okay, I give him the wrong answer. Okay, I don't give a shit what you think I'm telling you. Now he walks over to Jimmy Stewart. He looks at Jimmy Stewart next to me, who's from my company, and he's going to ask him, "What are you doing with the aerial ladder?" I get up out of my seat. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's going to answer you the same answer I gave you. He's from my fucking house. All of a sudden, the instructor goes, "What is that to you? Are you serious? You're putting the aerial up?" I said, "Yes, we're putting our aerial up." "What the fuck? Are you guys kidding me?" I'm like, "Guess what? What is that to you?" I said, "That's our bread and butter in South Jamaica. That's our area." So, oh my God. I started.
Somebody wrote bread and butter in the chat.
So you're making friends right away.
We're making friends right away. I'm like, I'm getting annoyed now at this point. Like, you don't want to hear that answer out of me, but you're asking my guy what he's doing. Listen, look where we come from. We already watched what chauffeurs do. I don't give a shit what you're showing us. Our aerial's going up. Oh, he was dying. We come back from break. There's a thing up on the board. Bread plus butter equals 126. That was what the fuck is this?
I should put that on the rig. Bread and butter.
Okay.
Put that on the.
And then,
That's an awesome name for a ring.
And then after that, he's a Jolly Volley in the sandbox out in Kings Park or whatever. Go take the rig. It's raining out, whatever. We got to go through the EVOC course. You got to back the rig up.
Yeah.
Through the cones. They don't want to know nothing. We're fucking having a grand all the time because like amusement park to us because you've been down this road before. We didn't hit none of the cones. We backed up the rig. We're driving like lunatics in the rain. Use two guys. Do me a favor. Get out of the class. It's fucking 6 degrees out. Go hide in the engine and get out of here. They don't even want to deal with us no more. That's how bad it is. Okay?
Bread and butter.
And then the kiss of death was, I think Garrity was at the Rock at the time. And Steve Garrity came up to me. And, hey, Bobby, how you doing? Whatever. And all of a sudden, one of the instructors looked at us and says, "Oh, what are you talking to Steve Garrity about?" I said, "Nothing. I know the guy, whatever. He's been, humming. And that was it. Nobody bothered us after that. I said, "What the fuck happened?" I said, "I don't know." Or whatever. We didn't have to, whatever. What are you bothering us about? I don't care what you tell us in Proby school. Our stick is going, and that's what we want. Okay? Our stick is going up. Okay?
Yeah.
Unless it's whatever. This is what we do. You're throwing wires in the way. You're throwing whatever. It's not happening. Okay? It was the funniest Proby school. One of your guys from 117 never got the biggest laugh in his life. Okay? Crazy. You know?
Chauffeur school is pretty funny because you get so many different guys from so many different places. It's pretty good.
Funny. Proby
It was
the same thing.
Yeah.
We were coming in with cannolis on Friday in the Proby school from Pastosa, from Severoli Bakery. All the Italian instructors or whatever. Me and Belletti, who's in SOC, all my guys, we were coming in with cannolis and
Enrico.
Please forget about it. He was in my squad. Enrico
Belletti.
Forget about it, Tootie.
My biggest ball breaker, and now he's in SOC. You know,
he's a good guy. I like.
He was unbelievable. Whatever. It's just like you said. And later on in your career, that's what happens. You run into the same guys.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt.
It is what it is. And I tell guys in my firehouse that got promoted. Now, whatever I acted towards you and whatever I did, You were the best trained officer in the world because you got a vortex of lunatics. And wherever you go in the city, you know how to handle us. Okay? Go to 15th Division. Ain't nothing going to bother you no more. You know what I mean? It's funny.
I think we should make a shirt, the Vortex of Lunatics.
Oh, whatever it is.
I think we should make a shirt
Bread
that
and
says
butter.
whatever.
Bread and
How
butter.
about, dude, how about the Vortex of Lunatics? Whatever.
It was not.
Oh,
Half the commute, twice the fire duty. We sent that to the 15th Division.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
I think it might be close to that time. I'm beat.
Gabanucci.
I'm feeling that it is close to that time, and I think we all know what time that is.
I want to hear this. This is going to be a good one.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for the old school tip of the day. Hit us, Gabby.
It's not in the books. It's not written nowhere. You got senior guys sitting at the table. Okay. 20 years on the job. Okay. Ask them questions. They got a shitload of information to give you, especially if they know the area. Okay. The books ain't going to tell you everything. Okay. The guy that's been there for 20 years is going to get information on buildings, the area, or whatever it is. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay. Ask them questions. I can sit here and talk to you about forcible entry and blah, 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 and all kinds of stuff. Okay. They're going to get, okay. There's things that I heard. I ran into the job later on in my years. Oh my God, that's what that guy was talking about. I knew it already. Theory. That's another thing. Know the theory of about something, ropes, whatever it is. You know why there's a reason for what you're doing. Once you learn the theory, okay, it all congeals all together. Oh my God, that's why. Theory. Okay, if you don't know how something works or why it works, I learned this from SOC. I learned this from everything. Okay? Listen, don't ever shut down your senior man. He's got a lot to tell you. That's all I can tell you. It's not just the books. Go ahead.
Beautiful. Now, did you say congealy or squingealy?
That's a scungeel. I bet you he makes good scungeel. I bet you.
Congeal. That's it.
Congeal.
And I don't hate. And I don't hate 270. I love them. Okay.
You're a great guy. I like Gabby. Funny as hell.
Whatever.
Nice work,
Whatever.
man.
Whatever.
What doesn't kill you? What doesn't kill you on this job makes you stronger, my friend. You know that.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
It was. I told you, 2 hours goes fast, brother.
I didn't believe. Oh, please! You think I can tell my career? And I only
You've been running from the get-go, from the drop of the hat. You've been running full speed for 2 hours.
Like I said, like Ray said, I make coffee nervous.
My only regret from the show is not changing the word of the day to whatever.
Whatever.
And that should have been,
Oh my God.
But to be honest with you, the audience would be dead by now. So I'm glad.
What else does Ray say? Don't hate me because you suck. That's what he says.
It
Really,
sucks
Ray?
to suck.
Don't hate me because you suck. All right, Ray.
He said my face hurts, man.
Yeah.
I have to say, Gabby, it was a funny show, man. It was
Oh,
it was a lot of fun.
Whatever. Give him,
And,
Whatever.
Your future
Whatever.
daughter-in-law is in there, reaping
Shout
praise
out.
all over you. Your future daughter-in-law.
Shout out to the 15th Division. Thank God we take your rejects and we send our rejects to you guys. That's all I can say. The 15th Division officers are unbelievable. I can tell you right now. This is who made me a fireman. I can't say anymore. I didn't spend much time in Brooklyn, but Brooklyn came to us. And I hope our retards do the right thing over there in the 15th Division. You know, it's unbelievable.
Are you allowed to
Whatever.
say that these days? Retards?
What? I don't know what you're like. I really don't know what. I'm
When
never
I
giving.
Every time I say it, my daughter says, you're not allowed to say that, Dad. I'm like, all right.
I never cared what I wasn't allowed to say. Ask the officers at 126. Trust me. I didn't conform to a lot of things.
You didn't
All right.
congeal.
I didn't congeal. No. I didn't congeal.
All right, Ruffy, what do you got, Ruffy? You got any shout-outs?
I do. I got what do I got here? I got two. I got our condolences go out to Butch Foley, retired out of Rescue 4. He passed away this week. So we want to send our condolences to his family and to the guys that know him and worked with him. On a better note, one of our own, one of our favorites, Chief Mike Timothy from the Chicago Fire Department. His son Sean is graduating the Chicago Fire Academy, if it wasn't yesterday or today,
Wow.
at the top of his class.
Oh,
So,
that
I'm not
jack-off?
sure. I believe he was the valedictorian, but I'm not 100% sure. And
Jack off.
Yeah, Jack off.
Call
And then
everybody Jack
his
off.
other son, Mike, his oldest son, who was from Carroll Stream, Illinois, is going into the next class. So the tradition continues. So good luck to those guys. We love Chief Timothy. He's a great guy, great guest. He always texts me all the time, so we love him.
Yeah.
Happy for those guys. Stay safe. And that's all I got.
Hey, the legend's retired now, right?
Yeah, he just retired. He's got his second knee done, I think, yesterday.
We have to have a call to the bullpen with Gabby and the legend.
Oh,
duo on the
please.
show.
I worked for him my whole career. Trust me.
Yeah.
The
All
man
right.
that man seen fire.
We're gonna have both of you on the show and a call to the bullpen, baby.
He's seen fire, that man.
Yeah.
Okay. He's unbelievable. Go ahead. Yeah.
I want to give you guys an update on my niece. The prayers are working. Appreciate it. Keep her in your prayers.
Okay.
She actually moved her legs the other day, and her fever finally broke because she had a very high fever with pneumonia. So there is positive signs there. Appreciate all the prayers from you guys. Keep it coming.
Yes.
What else
Kevin,
you got?
stay strong because she needs your strength.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
Gabby, thanks for coming on, man. I haven't laughed this hard in a while, bro. Very
Love
fun.
you guys.
Love
And
you.
yes,
You're the best.
Sheffield Avenue.
You did
I
not
love you guys.
disappoint, brother. I must. You were actually. I got a lot of birdies this time around, so I knew it was going to be
I
an
hope you
interesting.
did.
I wasn't expecting the caffeine run, but
No.
It's great.
Yes.
it was an interesting situation. So I'm happy.
And the Sheffield Avenue stories could continue. Trust me.
I'm sure.
We go. Yeah.
I remember relocating there a few times.
Oh, we love you guys. Trust me. You abused us. You got us good. You got us good a couple times. You guys are very sharp. Yes. Okay.
So
Love
now
you.
we have a call to the bullpen. We know who we're going for. Go right for the Gabster.
The Gabanooch. We're going to get him.
All right, Petey boy, what do you got, kid?
Well, besides actually, I believe in prayer, and we prayed for your niece the other night as well. So I'm really happy to hear that, Kev. My heart goes out to your family, brother, for real. But besides all that, if you're listening to this fine audio podcast on iTunes Podcasts or Spotify or wherever fine audio podcasts are found, you should also be tuning in to youtube.com/Gettin Salty Experience, where you would take your little filthy digit out and hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Guys, I don't want to tell you this every week, but I'm going to tell you this every week. When you hit those buttons, it tells YouTube, hey, I like this. I want to see more. And when you get to see more, we get to do more fun and interesting and creative stuff. So do that for us. That's the one thing we ask. Also, guys, if you'd like, we're on Instagram at Salty Dog Inc., where you find out all the last minute info for the show and get the best curated fire photos in the game by one Ruffy Refrano, who cannot help himself but to get up at 5 a.m. every day. And guys, you guys also know where to get us at gettinsaltyapparel.com, where you guys find the coolest firefighter apparel and accessories in the game. Gettinsaltyapparel.com if you guys want to support the show. Last but not least, email us at gettinsaltyexperience@gmail.com with your questions. And it's not like, hey, when are you going to get Gabby on the show? No, none of those. I'm talking about questions for our Q&A show.
Thank you,
things
Pete.
like that, right? Give Lou a break over here. He's the man's the man's got agita. He hasn't eaten a thing in weeks. Anyway, and guys, you know what? If you're on Facebook, right, head on over to the Gettin Salty Fans page. Gettin Salty Fans. That's not anything to do that we've created. It's just fun. Fan page. They're up to about 8,000 right now. A lot of people in there going back and forth about cool jobs. They're memeing the shit out of the show, which is hilarious. And
out of me? What do you mean?
Well, they're memeing you. They meme me. They
did get you finally?
Meme you. Meme everybody.
It's about time because it's usually me. So you guys take a little of the heat now.
Yeah,
all
no
right.
problem. No problem. All good. But head on over there anyway, guys. It's actually kind of fun. You guys organizing it yourselves, the fans of the show. Yeah, that's everything, boys. That's all.
All right, Gabby, hang on because we're going to just close out and then just stay on. Don't disconnect
Excellent.
or anything. All right.
Yep. Gab, thanks, brother. Excellent.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Kevin.
Gabby.
All right, fellas.
Petey. Kevin.
Pete, are you in the new digs in the next show or no? When are we?
I'm not in the next one. It will be the one following. So a week from
following?
Monday.
A week from Monday.
I'm a week from Monday. Yeah, the next Monday following. Yeah. I should be in
We'll
there.
be in a better mood.
I would
What? What? What did I?
Wait, what? Wait.
I want
what did I do
to
now?
see the in-laws. Don't forget. I want to see them coming down.
I'll bring them down in there. It's a small room, but it'll be.
That would be hilarious.
It's mine.
Yeah.
It's the only space I get in there. So.
All right, we got a lot of cool guests coming up. Don't want to spoil it, but we got some really big guests coming
Yeah,
up.
we do.
Big stuff. Good stuff.
Nice,
all right.
man.
Yep.
And hey, you know what? I do want to say one thing. Hold on. I want to say thanks to everybody because the show is really growing. The amount of downloads we're seeing, it's out of control. We never thought we always thought it would get big, but not this quick. So personally, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribing, liking, sharing, watching. It's really, really cool to see it grow, and we just really appreciate it. So don't think it goes by unnoticed. And thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Yes, that I agree. Yes. Okay.
Sure.
And that's all I got. All right. We'll see you on Monday. Stay low and go.
All right. We'll see you at the big one. Good night.